Welcome to AFAC's number one stop to entertainment and trending news. Now, if there's one messy divorce, even post-divorce breakup, that we have ever gotten to see is of Lily Petals and her ex-husband, Just James. Now, you would think their story is so last year. No, it seems like they're just getting started with dragging each other on social media. So we get to James first. He comes out with an audio. I actually listened to it just like a podcast because wow, the allegations that were thrown there were so bad and heavy allegations. That is on Lily Petals' new man, Chris Jackson. So it was being alleged on James' channel that Chris Jackson has the PEDO behaviors on young girls. And Chris Jackson's first wife, ex that is to be precise, comes on James' channel, or rather from what now we are gathering is that she was not aware that the conversation was going to be put on YouTube, but she puts out that her ex, that is Chris, who is currently dating Lily Petals, touched her daughter inappropriately. And in fact, this was a warning to James that he needs to be very careful with Chris hanging around his daughters. The ex-wife also alleges that Chris does not do anything for their children, and worst of it all, he's busy showing love to Lily Petals and James' daughters. And this could even be proven on Christmas that he bought Lily Petals and James' daughters laptops. Basically, he has been doing the most. And if you could go under that particular comment section at the time that video was posted, people are saying that these were grooming behaviors. People are saying that James needs to be careful. He needs to take his girls, get full custody, like it was that bad. And as I was listening to that particular audio that James put out, I felt that maybe he must be having concrete evidence that this man loves young girls.
Like, oh, why can I not let him pick my girl stuff? Like, I'm ruining their day, and he's not giving your kids anything?
He don't give them, my kids, nothing.
Now he bought, my house that I left, he just bought it with her. So his name, so they just bought it.
The house?
Yeah.
He bought a house with her?
Yeah, so the house that they...
He's such a stupid ass.
So...
He never helped me, James, buy a house. We was living in an apartment. I will share my bedroom with my kids because I wasn't having that situation to pay a rent with the 3-bedroom with him. And I always tell Joshua, be around your sister always. Your sisters live with you, not with your daddy, never. And he said, why, Mom? That's all you need to know. That's all I needed. And I told my daughter, if he do something you think is not normal, you have to let me know. You have to let me know. If he touch anything, any part of your body that you think that's not right, you have to let me know.
So this one he did to your other daughter, your oldest daughter.
Yes, and Taisha knows that because I told her. I let she grow, and then she was 14 years old when I told her. It was last year. And I told her what her daddy did for my daughter.
And if you haven't watched that particular video on Just James, I would suggest you go watch it there because a lot was said there. We cannot discuss all that here. But you have had those critical points, that is him not providing for his children, he having touched his ex-wife's daughter inappropriately, and there were people who were actually really angry at Lily Petals as to how she even allowed this man to move into their house, and she has her daughters there. And of course there have been people complaining how close he is with these kids, and sometimes walking around the house when he's not dressed appropriately. So these were some of the things that people are trying to piece 2 and 2 together. And so some were very angry and also just saying these kids need to be gotten out of this house ASAP. And I remember even James mentioned in the video that one of their daughters, I don't want to mention the name because I'm not quite sure which one, he mentioned that she was sleeping in the same bed with her mom and Chris. Anyway, so I think about 5 days passed by. There's no communication at all from Lily Petals or Chris over these allegations, and then they put up a video, and Chris also comes with his receipts, and we are like, what is going on here? So who do we believe? Chris comes to, of course, deny these allegations that he is a child predator, Chris shares a conversation that he has had with his ex on call, the ex that has spoken to James, and she's here saying how much she will destroy him. You could see that she has a lot of anger and bitterness towards Lily because how she speaks of what, or rather the things that Chris is doing for Lily, and he never did those things for her. And so Chris drops the bombshell that they have been divorced for a decade, like 10 years. He paid 3 years of alimony. He never and has never failed to pay child support. He gives his proof that he goes far and beyond to provide for his children beyond the child support. He says he gives his children allowances. He gets them whatever they want. He also puts out that he has opened an account for each of his children for their college. So the college fund is there. He also talks about gifting Lily and James' children gifts on Christmas, and yet he did not gift his children according to his ex. And so he puts out that during that particular vlog, it's the children, his children that is, requested not to be on camera. They don't want to be on social media, they don't want to be posted, but they got what they wanted for Christmas. And so this leaves you questioning who is lying between these two people, because both camps are accusing the other. Chris is saying that he does provide for his children. He has never touched any child inappropriately. He does not have even a record on him. And so he also comes up with the reason why his ex decided to contact James and destroy him and all that. So you can check Lily Petals' channel for all that breakdown. And so at this point in time, I think we can just watch what is happening, because we don't even know who is telling the truth and who is lying. But what I found extremely sad is that the children know what is happening. Lily Petals plays an audio of a conversation that she's having with her daughter, and she explains how Chris's ex contacted their dad and said how much he does not provide for their children. And I think it broke my heart to hear her feeling so bad and saying that she wants to help them because they are poor, that they do not have the things that they need. I mean, you can see how traumatizing this is for this young child. And I think it is Yuri, because she's the one who is always very, very sensitive. Now, there's one thing that I have observed when it comes to the kids, is that sometimes you get James says that the children have told him some things from the other side, and you see also the conversations that these children have with their mother on this other side, like this particular audio that Lily Petals put out. So what we gather is that these children really love their parents, and I think they are caught in between, and they do not want to disappoint one parent or make the other parent feel that they are supporting the other parent and not this particular parent that they are with right now. So I think these children are caught in between, and I wish that they would completely put this mess off these children. As a father, should James be having a conversation to educate his children that they need to be careful out there? If somebody ever touches them inappropriately, they can come tell their dad. Or even Lily Petals having the same conversation with her daughters. Absolutely, yes. Doesn't matter who Lily Petals is dating. These children should be able to approach either of their parents and let their parents know immediately if somebody does something inappropriate with them. And so whether these allegations on Chris are true or not, the children need to be aware that they need to report anything that happens to them that makes them feel uncomfortable. And so let's get to James and his Kenyan fiance, that is Jane. And towards the end, Chris and Lily put out that James has been allegedly cheating on his Kenyan fiance, Jane. And I want us to listen to that particular clip, because they're saying that he was cheating with a white woman back there in the United States. Does his fiance or Kenyan wife know about this? And maybe by the time she's watching this particular video, she has already dumped him. Let's just listen to that.
Our exes are sitting there colluding and going, yeah. Like, James can't talk like, you know, he claims to have this Kenyan African queen, and I guess she dumped him already by now, because I don't know if she found out that he was screwing some white Utah girl here named Brooke. So maybe we can talk about that if you want some cup of tea. So maybe she found out about her, dude. I don't know, dude. Why don't you bring Brooke to the camera and talk about Brooke?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you want to throw stuff out there, dude. We hold back so much stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it seems like Brooke also already knows that she's actually like screwing somebody who has a bride in Kenya, right?
yeah, and I guess she was married at the time. And
Yeah.
like, just all kinds of funny business that
Yeah.
James been busy, guys. But he'll be quick to try to talk about and throw stuff on people, guys. Like, I'm telling you, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. So,
Yeah, so the Kenyan girl, you still talking to James? You can maybe contact me and I'll give you some tea.
I think both parties, whether it is Chris and Lily, James on the other hand, I think they derive so much joy dragging each other on social media. Like, this is honestly a mess. Basically, each party is trying to make the other look bad and drag each other on social media. And at this point, we don't even know who is telling the truth, who is lying, because everyone is bringing their own receipts. With that being said, I decided to check out things good between James and his fiancée Jane. And from what I saw, maybe things are not good. Maybe they have just decided to delete their photos. They still follow each other on social media. There's some couple of posts that Jane has liked of James on social media, but the photos, the cute photos that you're seeing on your screen that they once posted on their socials are no longer there. And so it's really not clear if there's trouble in paradise or why these photos were deleted, or perhaps they were deleted long time. But is it true that James' Kenyan fiance has discovered these allegations that her man was cheating on her as she was in Kenya staying faithful? So far we know that James doesn't care. James will drag you through the mud. He will have no filter. So maybe he will address these allegations from Chris and Lily that he was cheating on his Kenyan fiance. And so, this is not all. There is also a court case. They've taken each other to court. Apparently, Lily defaulted on mortgage payments. Allegedly, James put up a video on that. Like, it's just messy with these guys. They have so much on the internet, and from the look of things, they are just getting started. Now, when we talk about James' fiance, that is if they have not broken up, I also feel sorry for her being in such a situation. You are trying to enjoy this newfound love, but at the same time, there's also dragging on social media of the exes. She must be wondering, when is this over and when does it stop? Well, we're also questioning that, because from the look of things, it keeps getting worse and messier. Thanks so much for watching. You're up to date. Subscribe if you haven't. Also turn on your post notification, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.